All right, the Simplify Sweet Repo for new grad roles is complete garbage. It's really just not working anymore, and this is what you got to be doing instead. So, just a little bit of proof, I did get new grad software engineering offers from Amazon and Google. Here's the Amazon offer letter, and here's the Google team matching offer. So, why doesn't the Simplify repo work anymore, and what should you be doing instead? So, what you're doing right now, you're mass applying on this repo, maybe trying to get a referral whenever possible, and that's not working. You're still not getting any interviews. And there's a big reason for that. And it's because referrals are becoming less and less meaningful. Well, cold applications, you already know, like an hour after you apply to a role, there's like 1,000 applicants. So you know why that's not working. And then even referrals are becoming less and less effective because of something called Referral Hub. Well, there's many reasons why referrals are becoming less effective, but this is one of them. And it's a platform where you can just straight up buy referrals at big tech companies. So you can just buy a referral at Nvidia, Salesforce, Amazon, IBM, Stripe. Think about it. If anybody and their mom can buy these referrals, then they kind of lose their weight, right? They kind of lose their meaning. And referrals are just not cutting it anymore. Maybe you've gotten a referral, and even with the referral, you still couldn't get the OA or the interview, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if Simplify is garbage, if referrals aren't that effective anymore, then what should you really be doing instead? Well, it's cold email. And nobody wants to really do that, go through the pain of literally reaching out to recruiters and not even DMing them on LinkedIn. I'm talking about going straight into their work email inbox. I'm going to show you how to find the recruiter emails. Nobody really wants to do that. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but I promise it does work. Cold email is literally how I got offers from Amazon and Google, and so I can promise you that it does work. So I have this free 13-page guide on cold email, basically everything you need to know. It's completely free. I'm not trying to sell you a course here. Just leave a comment if you want this cold email guide. And so we need to know two things with cold email. One, how do you freaking find recruiter emails? And then second, what do you even put in the subject line and what do you say in the email? Because those are the three things we need, right? To send an email. You need the recruiter's email address, you need the subject line, and you need to know what to say in the email. So I'm gonna walk you through all of that, the same templates that got me offers from Amazon and Google. And so let's go ahead and install the Apollo Chrome extension. That's the first thing you need. It's a free Chrome extension that lets you see the email address and even phone number of anybody. I know it's kind of creepy, but it does actually work. And so let me just show you how it works in action. It's a completely free extension. Let's say we go to Google's LinkedIn page, because who wouldn't want to work at Google? And you go ahead and type in something like early talent, university recruiter, something like that. And a bunch of recruiters pop up, but let's just click on this one over here, this specific woman. So we can see her LinkedIn profile over here. This is pretty standard. Kind of just exposed the email, but oh well. What you want to do once you have the Apollo Chrome extension installed is on any website you're on, this yellow circle is going to pop up. And what you do is you click it. And it will let you see the email address, work and personal, and even the phone numbers of anybody. It's crazy Chrome extension. I can't believe this is free. Now, let me give you a disclaimer. Don't freaking text or call the recruiter. That's going to be weird. Don't email their personal email either. Just email their work email and keep it professional. But if you do this, it does work, and it's way more effective and just applying on the Simplify repo. Like if this was enough, you would have gotten an offer by now. So the Simplify repo is just not enough these days. Now, what do you actually say in the email? Let me go ahead and walk you through that. We have a few templates. And again, if you want the guide, just leave a comment. So we have a sweet intern template. We have a new grad template, and we even have an early career template if you're like a junior engineer or something like that. And so you just say, hi, first name. I noticed you recruit for engineering at Google. I'm especially interested in like whatever, infra or backend roles. I'm a new grad from whatever college you went to, seeking an early career sweet role. And then what you do is you drop a couple quick highlights, and you've got it. This is super important. You have to pick the two most impressive bullet points from your resume. And later in this video, I'm going to go over how to actually pick those bullet points from your resume. I'm going to fully explain this exact resume template that got me into Amazon and Google. And so what you do is you drop those two most impressive metrics or impact statements from your resume. And then you just say, hey, if you're the right contact, could you point me to the best posting to apply to? Or, at least see if they're the right recruiter for the role. Because what will happen a lot of times is you might accidentally email the wrong recruiter for the specific new grad role, and that's fine. Because sometimes the recruiters will respond back to you and say, hey, I've went ahead and CC'd and copied my colleague who's actually the recruiter for new grad roles. go ahead and get in touch with them, or they're going to reach out to you now. And that's like a complete cheat code. That's like you're golden if that happens. It's a pretty much guaranteed rate that you're going to get into at least the phone screen or the first round interview for that company. And so, you have this intro, you say you're a new grad from this university, you drop the 2 most impressive bullet points, and then you simply ask if they can point you to the right recruiter. Now, one thing you're going to notice is you do need to attach your resume as a PDF when you cold email recruiters. All of this is going to weigh on your resume. It's all going to come down to that. Like, referrals are not going to save you if your resume sucks. Cold email is not going to work if your resume sucks. And cold applications is definitely not going to work if your resume sucks. You've got to optimize every bullet point in every section of your resume. And that's what we're going to go over now. This is the final thing I want to go over in this video. Fix your resume so that cold email actually works. Whew, I had to take a breath there. As you can see, these are very ratchet, jank videos. You're not going to get any crazy production quality over here. I just want to give you the exact advice that's going to get you a new grad software engineering job. All right, let's go ahead and pick like the 3 highest impact things on this resume that you can kind of make today, the changes that you can make today to your resume to start getting more interviews. First things first is the titles, man. You've got to fix the titles on your resume. I see so many student resumes that say research intern, full stack developer, backend developer. That's a big mistake. That's a big, big mistake. And you might think that's fine, but it's not. You've got to just go ahead and change all the titles on your resume to just say software engineer, every single one. And even if that wasn't your exact title, I'm going to be real with you. Nobody is going to go and verify what your exact title was. Just change everything to software engineer and this will get you more interviews. And the reason for that is actually twofold. So first, ATS checks for this. ATS is literally scanning to see if software engineer is on your resume, specifically for your titles. So you've got to appease the ATS gods. And then the other reason is recruiters actually prefer this. So I've talked to big tech recruiters before, and they've actually told me that they prefer if all your titles are the same and if everything just says software engineer, because to them, it makes your experience look so much more cohesive and it really seems more streamlined and connected instead of just seeming all over the place with all these random titles. I know that sounds kind of dumb because I feel like recruiters should know that full stack development, backend engineering, it's all the same thing as being a software engineer, but apparently they prefer if all your titles just say software engineer, just keep it clean. So make that change to your resume and you will get more interviews. And I can confirm that because making these changes to my resume literally got me into Amazon and Google. So go ahead and make those changes, the titles. The next thing is the actual bullet points. This is, the bread and butter, the meat of your resume. You've got to go ahead and make sure all of these are optimized. And the biggest piece of advice I can give you, and I know you've heard this before, so don't roll your eyes at me, but you've got to have those metrics and like percentages in every single bullet point of your resume. Improved search accuracy by 20%. System throughput by 30%. You've got to go ahead and put all of those metrics on your resume. And you might be wondering, how do I actually get those metrics, right? That's a common question that a lot of people have. I'm going to give it to you straight. You can just ballpark it and roughly make it up. It's not a big deal. No one is going to go and do a background check on you and verify these exact bullet points on your resume. It's completely fine if you can just give a rough estimate. Now, don't completely cap. Don't just completely exaggerate and make things up. That would not be the right thing to do. But you can give rough ballpark estimates as long as they're educated guesses, even if you never exactly measured your impact. And as long as you can defend it, if you get asked about it in an interview, you're going to be completely fine. Again, it sounds scary at first because it's like, oh, what if I get asked about that in an interview? But once you just push past that fear and just say, fuck it, I'm just going to put the metrics on my resume, then it's not so scary anymore and you actually start to get more interviews. And again, I can confirm this works because this literally got me into Amazon and Google. And so go ahead and just put the metrics on your resume. Don't exaggerate too much. That would not be a good idea. Make sure it's still within reason and make sure you can defend it if you get asked about it. And the final thing, the final piece of sauce I want to give you in this video is with the technical skills section. Man, you've got to load it up with keywords. A lot of other YouTubers are afraid to tell you that because they think it's kind of controversial. The ethicality of it comes into question. I don't care. I want you to get hired and I want you to at least start getting some more interviews. I'm just going to keep it real with you and give you the advice that you need to hear. And so go ahead and just put as many keywords, tools, technologies, frameworks on your resume as you can. And I promise you will start to get more interviews. The one caveat, the one disclaimer I'm going to give you is if you don't know a tool at all, like if you've never even heard of it, then don't add it to your resume. That's not a good idea. Ethicality comes into question. It could backfire in an interview. But if you vaguely understand a technology, dude, just go ahead and add it to your resume. The more on here you have, the better. Because whether we like it or not, companies do use ATS and they do actually scan for certain keywords on your resume. So you might as well just have as many on your resume as you can. And if you want one-on-one guidance from me, and my entire team of FANG engineers will literally work with you one-on-one throughout the entire recruiting process and get you hired. So we'll help you with your resume, cold email, mock interviews, everything. If that sounds good to you, click that link below, book a call with me. It's completely free, and you can see if you're a good fit for the program. Now, obviously the program's not free because, we can't work for free, but that call is completely free. And even if we don't end up working together, I'll still try to give you some kind of game plan, some sort of roadmap for your job search, for the recruiting process. So click that link below and go ahead and book a call with me. You can speak with me and you can really get a sense of whether this program is a good fit for you. And we actually guarantee that you get an offer by the end of the program. And if you don't, you literally get a full refund. So you have nothing to lose here. So click that link below and book a call with me, and I will see you soon. And if you're looking for some more YouTube videos to watch, pretty sure YouTube's going to put some on the screen now, more videos where I go over like really how to optimize your resume, really how to cold email recruiters, whether referrals even work anymore, stuff like that. They're going to pop up on the screen now. All right, peace.